Have you ever felt like your emotions or desires are controlling your life, pulling you in every direction, leaving you overwhelmed and unfulfilled? What if I told you there's a simple, ancient practice that can help you regain control, find balance, and live with purpose? In this video, we'll uncover the Stoic secret to mastering temperance, the key to staying calm under pressure, making wiser decisions, and building a life of true freedom. Let's dive in. 1. Recognizing the sign. A lack of self-control. A lack of temperance often reveals itself through a lack of self-control. Think of it as allowing your emotions, desires, or impulses to dictate your actions. For example, rage, elation, or indulgence in fleeting pleasures can overpower your ability to make rational decisions. As the Stoics would say, we are more often slaves to our passions than masters of them. This lack of moderation creates chaos, both internally and externally, and prevents us from living a harmonious life. A metaphor often used in Stoicism is that of a ship in a storm. Without temperance, our emotions act like wild winds, tossing the ship in every direction. With self-control, however, we become the captain of the ship, steering it steadily through even the roughest waters. Without this virtue, we risk being overwhelmed by our desires, which can lead to poor decisions, strained relationships, and a lack of inner peace. 2. Understanding temperance. Why it matters. Temperance, one of the 4 cardinal virtues of Stoicism, alongside wisdom, courage, and justice, is the ability to moderate our desires and emotions. It's about maintaining balance and composure, especially in the face of challenges. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Temperance allows us to exercise this power, ensuring that we act with reason rather than impulsivity. The consequences of lacking temperance can be profound. Imagine someone who constantly chases short-term pleasures, whether it's overeating, overspending, or reacting angrily to minor inconveniences. Over time, this behavior damages not only their own well-being but also their relationships and reputation. On the other hand, temperance brings clarity, enabling us to make wise decisions, remain calm under pressure, and approach life's challenges with grace. 3. An example. Michael, the overworked manager. Take, for example, Michael, a manager at a large corporation. Michael is highly ambitious and driven, but he often lets his emotions get the better of him. When a project deadline is missed, he lashes out at his team, blaming them for the failure. At home, he struggles to disconnect from work, constantly checking emails and worrying about the next big task. His lack of balance leads to strained relationships with his colleagues and family, as well as mounting stress. One day, Michael's mentor introduces him to Stoic philosophy and the concept of temperance. He learns that true strength lies in controlling his impulses and focusing on what he can control. Instead of reacting with anger, he begins to pause and reflect before responding. He sets boundaries for his work hours, ensuring he has time to recharge and connect with loved ones. Over time, Michael notices a significant improvement, not only in his work performance, but also in his overall happiness and peace of mind. 4. The lesson. Balance is the foundation of virtue. Michael's story highlights a key Stoic principle. Temperance is not about suppressing emotions or desires, but about managing them wisely. As Seneca said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By practicing temperance, we free ourselves from the chains of impulsivity and gain the ability to act in alignment with our values. The Stoics believed that temperance is essential for living a virtuous life. Without it, wisdom, courage, and justice cannot flourish. Temperance allows us to pause, reflect, and choose our actions thoughtfully, ensuring that we remain true to our principles even in difficult situations. It teaches us to value long-term growth over short-term gratification and to find joy in the journey rather than obsessing over the destination. 5. Practical advice: developing temperance in everyday life. So, how can we cultivate temperance in our daily lives? Here are some practical steps inspired by Stoic philosophy. Practice delayed gratification. Instead of giving in to immediate desires, focus on long-term benefits. For example, if you're tempted to spend money on something unnecessary, pause and ask yourself if it aligns with your long-term goals. This simple act of reflection helps you build self-control over time. Set boundaries. Whether it's work, relationships, or personal habits, create clear boundaries to maintain balance. For instance, designate specific times for work and relaxation, ensuring that neither overwhelms the other. Reflect daily. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on your actions. Were there moments when you let your emotions dictate your behavior? How could you have responded differently? This practice of self-awareness is a cornerstone of temperance. Focus on what you can control. Many of our frustrations stem from trying to control the uncontrollable. Instead, channel your energy into areas where you can make a difference, such as your thoughts, actions, and responses. Embrace simplicity. The Stoics valued simplicity and moderation. Avoid overindulgence in material possessions or pleasures, and focus on what truly matters: your relationships, personal growth, and inner peace. Cultivate gratitude. Take time each day to appreciate what you have. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, fostering a sense of contentment and balance. Learn to pause. When faced with a challenging situation, pause before reacting. Take a deep breath, assess the situation, and respond thoughtfully. This simple habit can prevent impulsive decisions and promote calmness. The path to inner harmony. Temperance is not just a virtue, it's a way of life. It teaches us to navigate the complexities of the world with balance, composure, and wisdom. By mastering our desires and emotions, we free ourselves from their hold and create space for growth, clarity, and inner peace. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By cultivating temperance, we ensure that our thoughts and actions align with our highest values, leading to a life of purpose and fulfillment. Let this virtue guide you, and you'll find that even in the face of life's storms, you can remain steady, calm, and true to yourself.